Right now at 6, no new management. Officials are working on a plan for leadership after the La Crosse Center's board voted to not bring in outside organizers. And the air is thick with wildfire smoke from Canada. People with breathing issues are being warned to stay inside.
You're watching WKBT La Crosse. This is News 8 Now at 6.
Good evening, everyone, and thanks for joining us for News 8 Now at 6. I'm Ken Kozarowski. After a year-long study, the decision is in. The La Crosse Center will still belong to the city. News 8 Now's Emily Haugen spoke with city leaders and joins us live in studio to share what's next for the downtown entertainment venue. Good evening, Emily.
Ken, since former La Crosse Center coordinator Art Fay retired last October, the Center Future's leadership has been in limbo. Now the board voted unanimously to keep it in the city. They say that right now it's a natural fit.
A city is driven by people. In downtown La Crosse, the La Crosse Center brings those people together.
We didn't have a good understanding of what this building is worth, not only to the city, but to the region.
An expansion in 2021 and center coordinator Art Fay's retirement in 2022 ushered in a new era and another responsibility for Parks, Recreation, and Forestry Director Jay Odegaard.
Jay wears a lot of hats and does a lot of different things from the city.
City leaders held a study to decide whether or not to hand the La Crosse Center over to a private company. Ultimately, the center's board decided to keep it within the city. Board President Brent Smith says the interim team was already doing great work.
If you look at our revenue, if you look at the number of events, you look at the customer satisfaction, it's all plus, plus, plus.
Odegaard agrees.
We really see a lot of efficiency when we're talking about shared use of equipment, but also, being able to move staff in and out of different positions.
Odegaard says the leadership team has been selected, but now they're waiting for city approval.
There will be deputy directors that, manage day-to-day operations along with my oversight.
That approval could come in August. Going forward, Odegaard hopes to shape the La Crosse Center's identity by showcasing local talent.
How we create that as more of a grassroots venue is something that I really want to see us move forward with.
He hopes those efforts will bring more people here to stay.
Odegaard also tells me that while the property will be managed by the city, they've successfully contracted a number of staff members to handle different responsibilities. That includes security and cleaning services. Ken?
All right, Emily, thanks very much. And again, we will likely learn more about who in the city will take on those leadership responsibilities in August.
There was a very hazy day today across the Coulee region, as well as those air quality alerts that are still in effect here for some of us. Let's get a check now on your zone forecast. We're talking about lows tonight into the 60s, 63 tonight in Berry Mills, 61 in Minduro, 63 in Holman with some passing clouds, 60 tonight in Westby, 64 in Brownsville, and 64 in Lansing. We're talking 63 in Lynxville, however, 61 in Soldiers Grove and Gays Mills. And meanwhile, to the north in Arcadia, you're at 63 tonight. Trempealeau looking at 64. Meanwhile, back towards the east, we're looking at lows tonight into the 50s for Jackson and Monroe counties. And as we head north into the Chippewa Valley, we're talking about lows into the low to mid 60s with some passing clouds. So overall, pretty seasonable temperatures to work with. We are going to be looking at some increasing clouds, however, as we head into overnight tonight and also into early tomorrow morning. Now stay tuned. I'm going to have a check on your full weather forecast. We do have some rain chances coming up. We'll talk about that and much more in just a bit. Back to you.
Well, our entire viewing area is under an air quality alert right now. The alert is in effect until noon on Thursday for Wisconsin and until 12 a.m. Thursday for our viewers in those Minnesota and Iowa counties. DNR authorities are asking those with heart or lung problems, older adults, and children to stay indoors if they can during these air quality alerts. Health experts say if you have to be outside, wearing a mask will help keep those dangerous smoke particles out of your system. And once you're back inside, there are a few things they say you should do to try and minimize risk.
In your home, make sure your doors and windows are closed in your home so you can keep that wildfire smoke and those particles outside. And then run your air conditioning on recirculate if you can to help kind of circulate some of that fresh air.
And again, the air quality alert is in effect until noon Thursday for Wisconsin through Wednesday for our Minnesota and Iowa viewers. A La Crosse teen was in court today accused of violently beating someone on Saturday, June 17th. 17-year-old Javon Long is charged with first-degree recklessly endangering safety with the use of a dangerous weapon and aggravated battery with a dangerous weapon. Both are felonies and both are charged as party to a crime. Now, according to the criminal complaint, a man was found on Gold Street bleeding heavily with a head injury. Police assumed the person had fallen off the bike laying nearby. The victim said he didn't remember what happened. And police later got a video from a community member showing two people violently beating the victim on the street and at one point using the bike to slam down on the victim's head. Police later arrested Long at his home. The other suspect is a minor and was arrested after showing up at City Hall with his parents. Today, La Crosse County Judge Scott Horn released Long on a $5,000 signature bond. Republican leaders in Wisconsin say there will be no big changes to the state budget. That means a cut to the UW system stays, and it could put the entire budget at risk of being vetoed by Governor Evers. The governor has threatened to veto if the two-year spending plan for UW's diversity, equity, and inclusion programming is cut. Now, the plan passed by a GOP-controlled budget committee reduces UW funding by $32 million, but that money could be secured later on. The UW system asked for a $500 million increase in funding from the biennial budget. Wisconsin's top election official is up for a reappointment vote while Republicans continue to call for her to resign. Megan Wolf has been serving as the administrator of the Wisconsin Elections Commission since her confirmation in May of 2019. Wolf strongly defends the decision she made during the 2020 presidential election and has fought back against claims of election fraud, including claims made by former President Donald Trump. The Elections Commission is evenly divided between Republicans and Democrats. A partisan deadlock could mean months of uncertainty over who will oversee future elections. A recent Supreme Court ruling would apparently allow Wolf to continue in her position even after her term ends on Saturday, until, of course, a replacement is appointed. Wisconsin U.S. Senator Tammy Baldwin has led a bipartisan coalition of Senate and House members today to urge Congress leadership to address PFAS contamination. The group sent a letter urging the Senate and House committees on agriculture to include two bipartisan bills in the 2023 Farm Bill that provide assistance to the communities hit hardest by PFAS contamination. PFAS are the forever chemicals that have been linked to serious health effects. The chemicals are in many consumer and industry products, and PFAS have been found in high levels throughout the environment and have contaminated water supplies across the country. Democrat Steve Doyle of Wisconsin's 94th Assembly District has co-authored 3 new laws to incentivize affordable housing projects across the state. One makes it easier for developers to use TIF districts to finance housing projects. Now, taxes on the real estate in a TIF district go right back into funding developments there. Another law creates grants and revolving loan programs for housing projects, and the third would help turn empty second-story office spaces in Main Street areas into housing projects. Doyle says the best part of these bills is that they're going to be applicable across Wisconsin.
So these programs aren't just something that are going to help, say, the city of La Crosse. You know, the village of Bangor, you know, city of Onalaska, village of Holman and West Salem. I think all of the communities within my particular area are going to be able to see some benefits from this.
The loan programs will offer low to zero interest loans for the kind of housing projects to help developers grapple with the higher construction costs these days. There's an open house event. Now, the event starts at 6:30. Squirrel is Alive is a first-person account of a teen who lived through a Nazi occupation in Belgium and left her family to report on the movement of German troops. Local experts will hold a presentation about the book and answer questions from visitors. Tonight's event is free. Still ahead, the debate over who's allowed on the roads in the town of Onalaska. Community members are set to discuss whether ATVs can share county roads with cars. And Wisconsin's DNR is asking boaters to stay safe on the water as a big holiday weekend is, of course, right around the corner.
Hy-Vee hot deals are back. 6-pack Pepsi products, $2.49 each when you buy 4. Whole seedless watermelon, $3.88 each. Lay's Kettle Cooked 4 rolls gold, $1.77 each when you buy 3. Get the hottest deals all week long at Hy-Vee.
Hey Nick, like usual?
Yeah, please.
How's your day going?
Oh, pretty good. Air conditioning went out at the house, and I got some guys coming over to fix it.
Nothing that G&T can't take your mind off of, right?
Oh, absolutely, man. I can always depend on G&T to put my mind at ease.
Especially when I make them, eh?
Well, I'm talking about G&T heating and air conditioning. They have never let me down.
G&T, the best heating and air conditioning guaranteed.
Maybe I should switch to G&T.
Hi, have you seen that realtor with all those billboards?
Hold my beer.
Get local, award-winning injury lawyers. Get Nicolay.
Arby's, 2 for $7 every day. A classic roast beef saddled up with all that. 2 of those things for just $7. Arby's, we have the meat.
Keep your vehicle clean at ShipShape Car Wash in Onalaska. Unlimited car wash is only $19.99 per month. Your choice of soft touch or touchless automatic, just $19.99 per month. And we do dualies. ShipShape Car Wash next to Festival Foods in Onalaska.
Hy-Vee hot deals are back. Ground beef, $2.98 for a 1-pound roll. Special recipe brats, 8 for $12 when you buy 8, plus a 16-cent fuel saver. And Bush's baked beans, $1.68. Get the hottest deals all week long at Hy-Vee.
The controversy over allowing ATVs on roadways is the focus of an ordinance meeting tonight in the town of Onalaska. News 8 Now's Michael Germain is live outside the town hall as community members prepare to give their input. Good evening, Michael.
Ken, the people living in Onalaska have mixed feelings about whether ATVs should be allowed on the roadway. The town of Onalaska's Ordinance Committee will meet in just under an hour here to talk about an ordinance either allowing or banning ATVs and UTVs from driving on town and county roads. The issue was brought up by community members who petitioned the town to allow the vehicles on roads. Others started their own petition to keep the town from allowing them with concerns about the safety of walkers, bikers, air quality, and noise. The goal of tonight's meeting is to give recommendations to the town board in order to discuss whether vehicles should be allowed on these roads. The meeting starts at 7. Ken.
Michael, thanks very much. The committee will also be discussing a rule that would require outdoor pools to be surrounded by a fence. Michael will have an update from the meeting coming up tonight at 10. As many Wisconsinites head out on the water this summer, the Wisconsin DNR is reminding people that safety comes first. Officials say 80% of all fatal boating incidents involve drowning. DNR officials encourage you to wear life jackets at all times since drowning can happen to even the most experienced swimmers. The DNR also says to be responsible when consuming alcohol out on the water. Alcohol can blur your judgment and reaction time, which can cause drowning if people jump into the water. Just ahead, wildfire smoke continues to blow into the Midwest. Rain is coming in Canada, but officials say it might not be enough.
Hazy conditions were felt across the Cooley region today. Now we have some rain chances that we'll also be talking about as we head into tomorrow night and over these next couple of days as well. Stay tuned for my full weather forecast. Coming up next after the break, I'll have all the details.
Our phones keep us constantly connected. But what if they had a mode to help us actually connect? To limit screen time, but not quality time. And to give us rhythm instead of algorithms. Introducing Us Mode. Set your phone for human connection at US Cellular.
If you've been injured in a car accident, call Schwabel Getz & Sieben today.
I was working in the oil fields of North Dakota, and I got hit by a car.
With the extent of Mike's injuries, there was a lot that we needed to provide for Mike. So knowing that as his wife, I didn't have to worry about the legal aspects of things, that Schwabel Getz & Sieben had that under control, it was just comforting knowing that I didn't have to deal with that.
They will take all of the stress out of any situation that you have.
Lane's Farm and Fleet's 4th of July sale is going on now. We're saluting the red, white, and blue with unbeatable deals on everything you need to celebrate outdoors. Like 20-pound bags of lump charcoal or grilling pellets, buy one, get one half price. Assorted 4-packs of Sprecher soda, 2 for $7. This easy lift canopy with enclosure, $169.99. Rewards members save an extra $10. And select pet treats 20% off, all made in the USA.
Find value at Lane's Farm and Fleet. Get over 50% off on this sofa chaise right now at the 4th of July blowout at Slumberland Furniture. Everything's on sale. Incredible deals. Up to 60% off list throughout the store, and up to 70% off on clearance items. What a sale. The 4th of July blowout at Slumberland Furniture.
It's time for the Quick Trip Fireworks Spectacular, July 1st at the La Crosse Fairgrounds Speedway. It features late models, sportsmen, hornets, six-shooters, the famous Outhouse Novelty Race, and fireworks. Gates open at 5:30 with the first race at 7 this Saturday at the La Crosse Fairgrounds Speedway.
Birthdays are something to celebrate, and our News 8 This Morning team highlight them every day. If someone you know is turning 8 or 88, submit a picture of them at news8000.com today. Look Who's 8, brought to you locally by Pediatric Dentistry of Onalaska. Little teeth, big smiles.
Right now at US Cellular, you can get a new phone without having to trade in your old one.
Trade you my PB&J for that phone.
No, kid, you don't have to trade. See, $1,200 off any phone at US Cellular. No trade-in needed.
Boom. Chocolate milk.
I'll take the chocolate milk. US Cellular, built for us.
Well, it sure was a very hazy day today across the Coulee region with air quality alerts in effect as well. Let's talk about your zone forecast for tonight. Our temperatures are going to drop into the 60s with some passing clouds in La Crosse County. Lows tonight at 61 Soldiers Grove, but we're in the 50s though in Lafarge and Hillsborough further east. And back towards the west, we got temperatures tonight into the 60s. Now moving north into the central zones, we're looking at lows tonight mainly into the 50s for Jackson and Monroe counties. And back towards the west, we're looking at lows mainly into the 60s with some passing clouds. Meanwhile, in the Chippewa Valley, we got lows into the low to mid 60s, 65 tonight with some passing clouds in Eau Claire. So the forecast tonight overall 63 degrees, partly cloudy skies, seasonable conditions for La Crosse County, southeast winds light at 5 to 10. For the day tomorrow, 88 degrees with isolated thunderstorms possible, otherwise slightly warm here, and south winds at around 10 to 15 miles an hour. The zone forecast for the day tomorrow, looking at highs into the mid 80s with a high of 88 tomorrow in Onalaska and 88 in Berry Mills as well. Soldiers Grove looking at a high of 84, Gays Mills at 85, and down to the south here, very similar to that as well. Looking at highs into the low to mid 80s across our central zones with 82 in Arcadia, 84 in Eau Claire tomorrow with a chance of showers and thunderstorms. And I say that because we're tracking some moisture that's expected to move our way. Here's overnight tonight into early tomorrow morning. You can see some of those showers that may clip us here as we head into early tomorrow. But I think for the majority, most of the rain will be focused well to the north. This is a pretty broad trough of low pressure that we're going to be tracking here because as you can see, we got another round of showers and thunderstorms associated with it. This round could actually move in and affect us as we head into tomorrow night around 10 o'clock. Strong showers and thunderstorms could roll through before clearing out of here as we head into early on Thursday morning. Now here's the rest of the day, at least for the Thursday afternoon time frame, and you can see mostly clear skies with just a few passing clouds. Another round of showers and thunderstorms moving in from that trough of low pressure that we're still going to be dealing with here as we head into Thursday afternoon. Those showers and storms should clear out of here as we head into Thursday night. Now, we talked about some of the thunderstorms possibly becoming strong to even severe. The Storm Prediction Center has outlined this marginal risk of severe weather in effect for the majority of the Coulee region. Our western communities are under this level 2, slight risk of severe weather, highlighted in yellow. Regardless of what risk you're under, we're still talking about heavy rainfall, gusty winds, and even some hail as a possibility, with the main timing mainly between 7 p.m. to 3 a.m. Tomorrow night. So something that we'll be keeping our eyes on here for you. And over the next few days, we still have some thunderstorm chances to work with through at least Friday, with those highs into the upper 80s to low 90s. Mix of sun and clouds here as we head into this weekend. Still pretty warm though. As we head into next week, looking at those mixes of sun and clouds still continuing. A slight chance of a shower or thunderstorm possible on Tuesday, which is 4th of July. Something we'll keep our eyes on. Not expecting a washout for the holiday by any means for now though. Low temperatures into the 60s. Back to you.
Thank you, Derek. Now our entire viewing area is under an air quality alert. This alert in effect until noon on Thursday for Wisconsin and through Wednesday for our viewers in Minnesota and Iowa. Health experts are advising you to limit the amount of time you spend outside, but if you have to be outside, wearing a mask will help keep dangerous smoke particles out of your system. Canadian officials say rainfall might not be enough to stop the wildfires burning in northern Quebec. But the rain can give firefighters a chance to get ahead of the flames. The country surpassed the record for area burned by wildfires this week. The haze is affecting the Great Lakes region as well as the Midwest and eastern U.S. NASA is reporting that smoke from wildfires in northern Quebec has reached Europe. The fastest growing sport in the U.S. appears to be causing millions of dollars in healthcare bills. UBS analysts say pickleball accounts for about 5 to 10% of unexpected medical costs. That's about $377 million. And one factor is that seniors tend to play it. And in a 2021 study shows they account for the vast majority of related ER visits. Common injuries playing the sport include sprains, strains, and fractures. UBS estimates the number of people who play pickleball could reach 22 million this year. A heads up for fruit lovers. You may want to check your freezer for frozen organic pineapple. Scenic Fruit Company says its organic tropical fruit blend with pineapple has the potential to be contaminated with listeria. The bacteria can cause serious and even sometimes fatal infections in young children, elderly people, and those with weakened immune systems. The recall is being initiated due to a similar problem with Sunrise Growers frozen fruit products. The FDA advises you if you find this product, throw it away or return them for a full refund. Coming up next in sports, the offers keep pouring in for GET's Cody Schmitz. Plus, the WBCA All-Star Games are this week. The girls tip off tomorrow morning out in the Dells. Rob's got a preview of all the area athletes who made the cut right after this.
The Board Store, the best products, best prices, and best people for all home improvements. Contact us today for a prompt free estimate.
Contact North Central Paving to make your life smoother.
Forget about scraping and painting, fretting and fixing, and enjoy the beauty and low maintenance of new siding, soffit, fascia, and gutters for your home. Seamless steel siding and vinyl siding in many colors. Enjoy outdoor living with a new deck and railing, with a pergola or patio cover for protection from rain or snow, or get protection from bugs and bad weather with a 3-season porch. Serving your neighbors for over 30 years, superior products, superior installation, at prices lower than most others. Invest wisely. The Board Store Home Improvements, prompt free estimates.
This is how legends are. 2024 Chevy Silverado HD with Duramax diesel. And the Chevy Silverado with powerful TurboMax engine. No matter what route you take, there's a Chevy truck to get you there. Find new roads. Get 1.9% financing on all 2023 Silverado 1500 LT TurboMax pickups, or current Chevy owners get a $5,750 total cash allowance when you trade in an eligible vehicle. Visit HometownChevy.com.
What is a hero? Not the kind from comic books and movies, saving the day. We're talking about everyday heroes. Those with a special kind of courage or ability. Those saving the day, one person at a time. The Board Store Home Improvements and News 8 Now want to find those heroes and thank them for bettering our community. Go to news8000.com, click on Features, then Hometown Heroes to nominate someone you feel is truly a hometown hero.
Contact North Central Paving to make your life smoother.
Covering all of the exciting action from your community, here's News 8 Now's Rob Schiff.
The high school basketball season is still months away, but many of our area athletes are going to get a chance to showcase their skills this week against the best players in the state. The WBCA All-Star rosters are all set. The girls' games tip off first. They start tomorrow morning. Let's remind everyone who made the cut will start in Division II. Central's Brittany Mislivicek gets the nod. She had a phenomenal season for the Riverhawks last year. Let's take a look at Division III. West Salem's Anna McConkey makes the list. So does Arcadia's Bree Golden. How about the future UW-Oshkosh Titan PDC grad Ashlyn Knapp also makes the D3 roster. All right, how about Division IV? Bangor's Nora Tucker will be there. So will Aquinas' Autumn Paseo as the blue-gold sharpshooter gets selected as well. Onalaska Luther's Hannah Matsky and Melman's Lily Radcliffe round out D4. And in D5, the two Blair Taylor standouts will join forces one last time as Lindsay Steen and Abby Thompson make the cut. And rounding out the list, she's a state champ on the track. She's also great on the court. That's Cashton's Braylee Hyatt. Big congrats to all of our area All-Stars. We knew it was going to be a busy offseason for GET senior Cody Schmitz, and the offers keep pouring in for the Cooley Conference Player of the Year. Yesterday, Schmitz was announced that he received a scholarship offer from Northern Michigan. Today, another D2 program reaching out. Schmitz gets an offer from St. Cloud State. It's been a roller coaster of an offseason for Schmitz so far. Back in early April, he suffered a fracture in his left foot while competing in his first AAU tournament. But the senior was back on the court earlier this month, posted a video of him dunking already, just like he did in almost every game last season with the Red Hawks. So it looks like Schmitz will be more than ready for a big senior season at GET. And lastly, some NFL news. The Packers have officially signed their first-round pick, the former Hawkeye Lucas Van Ness, signing his 4-year rookie contract worth just over $17 million. There is a 5th-year option for 2027 as well. Van Ness spent 3 seasons at Iowa. He was second-team All-Big Ten in 2022. So just 2 draft picks from this past draft have not signed yet with the Packers. That's Musgrave and Jaden Reed.
Okay.
Hopefully we'll see if it happens over the next few
It's one of those weird things because the CBA has these contracts essentially all ironed out in terms of how much they're going to earn.
Sure.
So it's kind of weird when it takes so long for some of these
it's
guys.
inevitable.
Yeah.
Unless they don't produce right away. So you want to just, I guess, make sure they're the guy that you drafted.
Yeah. But getting the first-round pick taken care of,
it's a big
excellent.
Deal. Yep.
Thanks, Rob.
You got it.
We will be right back after this.
We're busy. I get it. So Stanton Optical works with your schedule. Buy online, pick up in store same day, and get a free fitting. I mean, look at my to-do list. Same day eye exam, same day glasses. 2 pairs plus eye exam for only $79.
Back when I was a kid, we used to ride our bikes in the 4th of July parade. Then we'd have a picnic and blow the crap out of some fireworks. We had rockets, cakes, shells, missiles, fountains, firecrackers, sparklers. Oh, the sky was filled with bomb diggity hoop like a boss all night long. Get your own sick fireworks at Joe Blow's Fireworks in Reedstown, Ferryville, and Prairie du Chien. For more information, visit jpfireworks.com.
In America, the future belongs to everyone. So let's gear up for it with an SUV like the Ford Bronco Sport. It has a terrain management system with 5 standard GOAT modes, so you can go over any type of terrain. Plus, 4x4 capability is standard across the entire lineup. Be adventure ready with Ford Bronco Sport. Now, get a new Ford Bronco Sport with 1.9% financing for 66 months, plus $2,000 FlexBuy cash, only at your local Northland Ford dealers.
Welcome to Too Good to Guess. Can you guess how much 2 pairs of progressives, a free eye exam, and anti-glare lens upgrade will cost at Stanton Optical? Only $135? Wow, a deal so good, every customer wins. Book your eye exam at Stanton Optical today.
Here's a last check on your 8-day forecast. We do have shower and thunderstorm chances for tomorrow and through Friday with highs into the upper 80s, low 90s. Mix of sun and clouds for this weekend. And as we head into next week, it's going to start off pretty hot with those highs in the low 90s with a mix of sun and clouds. Slight chance of a shower or thunderstorm possible for 4th of July. Lows in the 60s.
Derek, thanks very much. We'll have an update on that Brewers-Mets bet.
Round 2.
Round 2.
It's war again.
I'm feeling good. We'll see you at 10, everybody.